Hey guys, welcome to ShankHouse here, and today we have a commentary on a Rampage game that I ran last weekend for the stress test release of Uncharted 4 multiplayer. So this stress test really allowed us to see some dynamics of the gameplay. Of course, we got to see similar things in the last beta, but really, I'm just loving Uncharted 4 multiplayer right now. Of course, the big hype over Uncharted 4 coming out this May is the campaign, the story mode, the final edition of the Nathan Drake story. But really, the multiplayer is a bit underrated, and it doesn't let us down at all. As you can see, the dynamics of it, if you played Last of Us before, it's very similar, but just, 2 or 3 times the actual speed of gameplay. Right now, they've only released the Team Deathmatch mode, so of course we're not going to get to see those objective-based modes that we might be seeing in the actual game when it's released this May. But I thought that just Team Deathmatch was so fun, and there's objectives within the game. Objectives to upgrade your gear, objectives to get those mysticals, those sidekicks. Collect a lot of treasure. And if you're working on a team, there's so much that you can do, and so many classes you can set up, especially with the whole booster dynamic that they have added into the multiplayer. For those of you that don't know, boosters are abilities that you can purchase for your loadout. So, for example, you have one that allows you to revive quicker, some that give you better coverage when you are crouched behind cover, some that make you gain cash in the game quicker. You unlock greater levels of these over time, and you have a certain amount of loadout points that you can spend on these, as well as other items. Some of the other items in the game that you can purchase, and you'll see me use a couple here, you have sidekicks. You have a sniper sidekick, a medic sidekick, a brute sidekick, and a hunter sidekick. Those are really great sidekicks. They're a little bit expensive, and they get expensive every time you want to purchase them, but they really help you out. It's like having, another player in the game. And of course they're limited. The sniper can only do long-range damage, really. The hunter doesn't actually kill your enemy. He just strangles them and allows you to shoot them. The brute provides some support, like LMG, suppressive fire. And the Savior, a really great guy. He can revive you and give you extra gear. Some of the other dynamics you have going on, mysticals, this new thing, it's sort of like a special grenade. For some of them is how I like to think of it. The one that you throw out and it shoots orbs at the enemies in the area that can kill them. You have one that slows down all enemies in a big circular radius. You have one that makes you invisible and quick. The one you'll see me sporting here, you see that little golden thing on the back of my guy, that's actually sort of like a UAV from first-person shooters. It spots out all enemies on the map for about 15 seconds. I could be wrong about that. I think that one's really good because, if you're losing the game and you just need to get some kills near the end, or if you're losing by 2 or 3 kills, quickly put that down. You'll be able to spot out enemies out of the cover. Then you also have purchasable guns. You don't really see me sporting any right here, but I'm just not a big fan of the purchasable guns. I feel like, things like sidekicks, mysticals, and gear can do you so much more good in this game. But you do have the option to get like a one-hit shotgun, assault rifle, a one-hit pistol, things like that. An RPG as well. That one's just fun, but I'm not a big fan of them. Like I said, money better spent on other things in this game. Then you also have finally your gear, and that is things like grenades, C4, mines, smoke bombs, and I believe I'm using the grenade right here. Yeah. And you can upgrade your gear by getting points in game as well. As you see, I just spawned in a sniper there, and he's a really great support guy. Even though he has a pretty limited health, I think he already got me like 2 downs right there, or at least some attack points. And you do get points from the kills that your sidekick gets. I don't believe you get as many as you would had you done it. Yeah, as you can see, you get only like 50 for a downed enemy, but it's still a decent amount of points, and you know, it's a good investment. Now as far as guns go, as you can see, I'm using the AK-47 right here. My favorite gun by far in this game. It's just so well rounded. You know, at mid-range, long range, close range, I have been able to get kills very quickly with this gun. I am liking the MP34, the Meddler, I think the M14, and the Spazzotti shotgun. Those are some other guns I tried out and I really did like, but you can't go wrong with the AK-47. It's just, you know, as in every game, it's just the well-rounded machine gun that you can, you know, use in any situation. And it gives you a really decent amount of ammo. I mean, I'm able to last, by the end of this game, 17 kills and 2 deaths. And, you know, that ammo lasted me all through, so really generous with the ammo. If you play Last of Us, you know that ammo is a big factor you have to consider when attacking the enemy. Uncharted 4, it's not so much of a factor because, you know, the ammo will go you a long way. Yeah, you can see a lot of mysticals being used right there. That's the mystical that's attacking our team, so that's the enemy mystical. Just earlier I used the radar mystical as well. I spawned another sniper right there. And there's a brute right over there, an enemy brute. So yeah, I mean, there's so much hype for the Uncharted 4 story, but we feel that the multiplayer is a great aspect. We'll be able to get a lot of good clips out of that as well. I mean, there's so much to talk about the Uncharted 4 multiplayer, the team tactics that can go into it, just like The Last of Us. But still, it's a great solo standalone game because of the fast-paced manner of it. I feel like it still has this first-person shooter feel, although it's a third-person shooter. So it's sort of like this best of both worlds factor. You also have this dynamic of daily challenges, which is pretty cool, because you have actual cash or gold, and you also have relics in the game. Gold allows you to purchase individual items for your character, like I have like sunglasses on here, but you can also get relics to open up vanity chests. And those daily challenges, such as getting, you know, KOs with a certain gun, or you know, using our certain abilities, yeah, as you can see, that purple item right there at the bottom of the screen, that's a relic. You can get those in the game, but it's much quicker if you complete challenges to get them and then unlock vanity chests. So you know, a lot of good things coming this May. If you haven't looked into Uncharted 4 yet, I would highly suggest you look into it. At least check out some more gameplay. Our previous video has a bit of a montage on some good gameplay we had. You know, I don't really have much negative to say about it. The graphics are good, the gameplay is quick, the servers seem to be, you know, pretty quick as well in the game, and that's just for a stress test. So when they release that multiplayer this May, you know, I would expect to see a lot of improvements. So guys, just make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment, let us know what you think, and we hope you stay tuned for more Uncharted 4 gameplay. Alright, see you guys.